Welcome one and all to Bike Racing Without Mercy. Hunting down 100 greatest climbs, Frocester, having a lovely little 75-kilometre loop in the process here in the Cotswolds. And there is the objective. I'm having an incredible morning, early morning here in the Cotswolds, 75-kilometre loop, including 100 greatest climbs, Frocester Hill. Gonna get on with it, but gonna show you a little bit of the route here, and then of course a little power overlay, and my best efforts attempt on the climb. I've obviously never tried it before. Today's excursion was all about exploring this little slice of English paradise. 800 square miles covering 5 Shire counties: Gloucestershire, Oxfordshire, Warwickshire, Wiltshire and Worcestershire. Targeting my upper zone 2, lower zone 3, plus a little chance to try out my Lake District legs on official 100 climbs, number 104, Frocester Hill. A very handsome lump of geology, clocking in at 3.1 kilometres, average 6.1% gradient. Had a little reconnaissance, and look at that for a view. Wowee! Beautiful day. As you just saw, I had a little recce at Sweet Spot in order to get a feel for the ascent, and I quickly calculated that it'd be prudent to hold back a bit in the first third in order to open up the VO2 max afterburners for the remainder. So with 47 kilometres now on the bolt, it was time for the max effort you see here. The first 33% provides regular sightings of the main course. In reality, this initial part is a fast single-digit warm-up, hence Jane's liberal application of fast forward and music. It's a good section to settle at threshold, spinning the big ring and assessing whether the lungs and legs are going to oblige a little bit later up the road. As you can see, Frocester is a truly good-looking hill, and even without the recce, it's evident from the outset that the shallow approach is going to merge into something much more demanding. By this stage, a brief sit rep confirmed that my sensations were affirmative. The benefit of a week in the Lake District was still very much evident. So as the gradient stepped up, time to deliver on the main mission and dial up the intensity and transition into VO2 max zone 5, aka my nuclear power zone as per Tom Danielson. I'm still very much benefiting from many of the methods in his book, Cycling on Form, by the way. Outside, I'm riding ever more to feel because I need to look at the map. But for this effort, I regularly glance down at the IBM to make sure that the power stays inside the target range of 320 to 360 watts. I know my limits, and even on a good legs day, the recce had provided confirmation that the final 2.1 kilometres would not be trivial, punishing those who go too deep too early. Frocester is one of those climbs where the luxurious left-hand bends just keep on revealing more and more to come. So gauging the length of your effort and sustaining power discipline is the name of the game. The switchback here provided the amazing views of Gloucestershire that we showed earlier. Definitely worth taking time to come back down, pause and enjoy the fruits of your labour. And with the summit now in sight, it was time to not quite drain the tank. I say not quite because I was still a long way from the hotel and needed to be back in good time to change and get to a family celebration in a corpus mentis state. Jane and I love making the content, so please do like the video and subscribe to the channel. There's plenty more to come, including a rapid century in the Chilterns Hardest 100 Sportive with Phil Rich and Paul Hamblett, and also a less than impressive start to my crit racing for 2021. We'll be returning to the Cotswolds, but for now, I'll hand back to Jane for a montage of the route back, and you'll see that whilst I wanted to be an RAF pilot, I'd have never made the standard as a navigator.
Well, that was a great climb. You know it's a good power when you add 10 watts to your overall average and you're an hour and 3/4 in. What is it with Strava when you plot your route on roads, it then on the map has the route kind of in the middle of fields and nowhere. Hoping to double back and get back onto it. Morning. I think I'm about to have a success and manage to get back on the route. Yeah, left turn, hopefully here somewhere. Yes! No HGVs. So back on the route, straight onto a steep hill. My dad's car, and the reason we're in the Cotswolds, well, this weekend, to celebrate my stepmum as well. I'm not going to say how old she is, but her birthday. And they've hired this beautiful place.